questions come up. How do you feed your chickens organically, but on a budget? Check out this show. Take care of it, shall we? Let's go. Alright. This right here, that is table scraps. So, first rule of feeding your animals organically and on a budget is to get resourceful. Find ways of doing this. Find ways to, use your scraps. Things don't have to go to waste. They're ready for this. I guarantee you they're gonna go right after it. This is a great amount of food for them. Gets them a lot of nutrients. Of course, then you have the regular grains, right? Regular grains. So what is the main food source, you ask? Well, it's what they find. You have a garden, okay? Remember, chickens right now, they're in this area, they're fertilizing it, they're scratching it up and tilling it. They're little workers for you, really. They really are. And fruit that goes bad in your garden, it feeds them. They feed your garden feeds them, it feeds you. Beautiful circle of life. So there's many options, on your pasture. Getting a fence in that you can move them, getting a house that can be moved around. Those are all things that really benefit you to an investment, because along the way, you're utilizing them on the land, you're healing your land, and on top of that, you're getting your organic eggs. But the main thing is those animals are meant, they're gonna find food, and they do a good job at it. Just keep giving them opportunities to find food. So one would argue, what happens if I don't have pasture? What happens if I don't have the land to move birds on? Oh, thanks, buddy. Well, we've been in that situation as well. So when that situation arose, we had to find, an alternative. If you can move them on grass a little, then grand. If you can't have anything of that nature, then the idea is you're going to have to work with, getting with your local feed stores. These guys are out there that work with your local farmers. Some guys that might have connections to organic feed. Some of these guys have some great non-GMO. However, we're into organic, so we don't use that. But you have to work within your area. You have to work with what you're given and the best that you can. So your feed may rise, but then again, that's where it rises. Do you have a garden? Do you have scraps? Remember that the chickens, there's all kinds of ways. Compost piles, all kinds of ways. Get creative feeding your birds. These chickens, they're meant These girls work. They're not lazy. They're gonna get out here and get pasture. They're gonna get out here and get insects. They're gonna work at that. So find a way, find a method. So little bees out here today getting some grass. See, once again, here's another option. Okay, we'll talk about chickens. However, these guys are little compost makers. They have cold compost that can go directly on your garden. The Rabbit Lodge is awesome. I can't wait to try this out. I'm really excited about doing it. They're packing my ground full of dirt. They're packing my ground for their compost. They're packing my ground full of they're fertilizing it. I move the lodge. The chickens get on top of it. They eat. They turn. They till. They get all the bugs. Boom. Again. Letting the circle of life, finding those solutions. Find solutions in your land. Find solutions. Whether it be packing on compost, packing on constant layer of bedding, whatever it may be. Find that little solution within yourself. This is how we do it organically. This is how we save the penny.